Sitting here and talking, Marcus sort of meets someone who is very loud and very sort of obnoxious in personality. He says, "Do you know how the Lord's Deliverance got its name? It used to be a brothel. I hear that it used to be a secret passage in the basement that allowed the lords of the watchtower to sneak in here and have a good time, if you know what I mean." They sealed it up many years ago, I'm sure.
Jackpot.
That's rather interesting.
Zacharias hears that apparently some prisoners have actually escaped Brandiscar.
What?
It sounds like the prisoners like you have traveled down there. Do you know if they've been caught yet? I haven't heard if they've been caught.
I am sure they have. The fine upstanding guard of the kingdom would surely catch such filthy and unwashed, uncouth villains.
But no one ever escaped Brandiscar before. What does this mean?
What does this mean?
Looked narrated. Perhaps it was an inside job.
What do you suggest?
Perhaps the whole thing is not as good as we think it is. It's done as an excuse for further action.
What are you implying, sir, that the government is not doing a good job?
I don't know anymore. It seems like a lot of coincidences.
It does that, doesn't it? At this point, let me introduce you to my friend who will talk to you about Asmodeus.
It's treason.
Can be heard from beneath the staircase.
I can't preach. I'm drunk.
Why are you standing under the staircase?
It's shadier under the staircase. Smells like bright.
I don't deserve better.
Well, I know governments come and go. I suppose. I don't know. I'm sure they will be caught soon, though.
Perhaps we'll see. Well, this happens. Cash. Here's one of the soldiers talk. It's good that in a few days we'll have more of the stew. It's delicious. I'm getting tired of the standard food. It's really nice of her that she does it. My son isn't even here anymore. Yes, it's very nice. It's one of the high points of being a guard. The person he's talking to is like, I wish I could have some. It sounds delicious, and it seems like the whole keep loves it. Yes, we do. Mama is quite nice at doing that.
Who is? What name?
Mama.
Are you serious?
That's what he said. Apparently she cooks stew for the whole keep.
Casually all over to the guards and says, "Who's this magnificent lady you're talking about?"
So that's Mama Giuseps. She makes the best beef stew in the whole town.
Oh, well, where would I be able to taste her food?
Sadly you won't. She only makes it nowadays for the garrison at Balentyne.
Oh, what sad day.
It's quite delicious. A good day for the watch. Yes, they deserve it.
And who is this woman?
Oh, she used to have a son up there who didn't like the food, so she offered to come and cook. The Lord at the time thought it would be a good idea, and, she's continued ever since. Once a week, she will come and make her stew.
Whose soldier is it that needs his mom to cook for him?
I don't remember. Her son, I would assume. He's not there anymore. He's been sent down south. Possibly for some sort of knighthood.
Okay then. Cass walks away. Not a conversation worth anyway.
Alright. We gather again by the table. It's very late now.
Anything interesting?
Some woman cooking for the gods.
Oh,
Apparently everyone loves her food.
do they now? How often does she do this?
Once a week.
Hmm.
Because of her little boy didn't like the food that the gods...
And the gods love the food, you say?
Yeah.
Oh ho ho!
He just turned French.
Oh ho ho! No. There will be a glint of maliciousness in Zacharias' eyes.
French maliciousness.
The most malicious.
Yeah.
With
Well,
a cigarette in your mouth.
and a baguette, and like a striped
And,
shirt.
And what is it? The little hats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are baguettes considered two-handed weapons?
Not for French. They can dual wield them.
Oh,
It's like a
yeah.
bastard sword. You could do one or the other.
Mm-hmm. Depending on your Frenchness, is that.
Exotic weapon proficiency. 1d8 non-lethal. Except
And-
if it's hard baked, then you can make it lethal.
And delicious taste as an added bonus.
Yes. You can eat it.
Mm.
Worth 2 rations.
That's the best weapon.
It's overpowered. French is overpowered.
Gonna nerf them in the next edition.
Next edition.
Nerf the French. Less
Fourth
delicious
edition.
food and less delicious wine.
Fourth edition
Pathfinder
made
2,
minion.
now with less French.
Gotta balance them for the others.
They can recruit so many knights while everyone else can just do like freaking longbowmen.
We're gonna nerf the longbows too, actually. Do other ill-advised, other ill-advised balancing things.
Well.
Alright, so this woman cooks once a week for the fort and everyone loves her food.
Yes, that's how it was.
That is... sounds to me like the opportunity we kinda sought after.
Well, I don't know how we're gonna get in. Only the gods are allowed in there.
In the fort? Well, we have been working on that, remember?
Well, it must be in the barracks, isn't it? Malachi?
Hmm?
Where this food is cooked.
No, it's cooked in the kitchen most likely.
In the place we want to get in.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, never mind. Indeed. To make them all sick and...
Anything else?
No, that's all.
Looks at Marcus.
No.
Looks at Kyron. I'm pretty sure I heard something interesting. But
Oh,
he's
wait.
not here.
I am here, I just forgot. But Chiron will shake his head because you mean Marcus, not Chiron.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of something else. I did hear something interesting. I heard that he'll say this kind of like creasing at his or like kneading at his forehead, like he's got a headache because he does. And he will say, "I heard that this establishment used to be a brothel, and that's not all. There used to be a secret passageway leading into the fort from the basement that's blocked up now so that the higher-ups could get their way in the brothel at night."
In the basement, you say? I
Yes.
caught Mr. Innkeeper here sneaking around at night, and he was walking down into the basement. Maybe he didn't want a drink after all. Maybe he was doing something else.
Guess look to the parting as well. Now at least we know how he got this wine.
You think he
You mean-
smuggled it out from the keep?
I think so.
Huh. That would be interesting. I wonder who smuggled it out for him.
Well, he at least wouldn't tell me.
If there is a secret entrance in the basement that leads to the keep, that would be a supreme way of getting entry.
Guess looks to Zacharias. Why don't you just make him your friend? You seem to be good at that.
It doesn't last that long.
Well, maybe long enough for him to tell us where this entrance is.
I'm sure we can find it by ourselves, to be honest. Especially if you manage to get down there. You're quiet and sneaky and have a keen eye.
Yeah, I guess. All we have to do is the way into the cellar locked or anything?
Looks at Karen. Did you see a key in the door? Did he lock it after himself? Sheep?
What?
Zacharias asked Karen if he noticed if the barkeep used a key to get into the basement or if the door is unlocked.
I didn't see him use a key. He might have had to. I'm not entirely sure.
He was already down the stairs when Karen saw him.
Well, I'm sure we can defeat the lock anyhow. Right?
Indeed.
Excellent. Well, a careful probe in that direction should be made as soon as possible, I think. But be careful. We don't want you to be caught down there. It would be sad if the barkeep meant an early retirement.
And suspicious.
Well, one of us would have to take his place, but yes, suspicious. Now then, rest. Zacharias will stand up and go to his room to get some well-earned rest and wait for Asturias to sober up so they can do some forging. Forgering? How?
We'll have a fun time with it. No worry. I don't know how exactly you pronounce it, but
I don't know.
forgery, I think it is.
Forgery. Bring,
that's it.
bring, brang, brung. That's how you do it, right? Consider it brung. Right. Cue sleeping music.
Are we gonna sneak into that cellar tonight?
Well, if you want to, go for it.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if the barkeep is gonna be down there.
That's what stealth is for.
Exactly. You sneak down and take a look.
Okay, should I be in my... what's...
Possibly another disguise.
No, be in your normal disguise.
Well, let's hope I won't get found out of or else it would be kind
It's like, oh, I wanted a drink in the middle of the night. It worked last time.
You got lost. You can say you got lost while you were trying to find a drink.
I was finding I wanted a drink in the bathroom and oh, I'm alone.
Okay,
Love me. And oops,
I have
I
a problem.
You have a bluff check, don't you?
Exactly, I have a problem, and then you break down, crying in his arms.
Okay, Cashball, try and sneak down and
This
bring her.
This will be fine. You're a drow sneaking in the dark. This is... Surely he can't find you.
You know, she's an element.
Yeah, she really is.
Well, we say that, but
Go roll that. That's.
how many of us does she wake up?
You make some noise as you work down a little.
There's some creaky floorboards.
Well, at least you know that you're not being that quiet.
Which means when it comes to hide around the corner, you might be more likely to do it.
Can I do a perception check to see if anyone is there? If I
Try.
should have brought the dog. It has scent.
Well, there's a lot of smells in here. You don't know if anyone is coming for you.
She will work. Is she in the cellar or outside the cellar, or where is she now?
She's in the middle, sort of the inn, on the way to the cellar door.
Okay, she will walk over to the cellar door.
All right. It appears to be locked.
And she didn't see anyone, so she's gonna bring out her masterworked. I forgot what it's called. Thieves' tool.
All right.
Try to open it.
All right. All right. You try really hard, but it makes some noise, and you can't. You're almost there, but it just doesn't click the right way.
I'm using a. For God's sake.
Oh.
That's annoying. So there, can I try again, or?
Might risk making even more noise, though.
Can Cash see anyone?
Not at the moment, but maybe if they're on their way, she wouldn't really know.
Can she hear anyone?
She can try.
What would that be?
Perception.
I really suck at that roll.
She can't hear anyone right now.
I don't know if
Always
it's...
try again next night.
Yeah, I think it would be a little too risky trying again. Makes me think of last time. Cash will walk back to her room. Want to try again this night.
All right.
Well, maybe she should walk into Zachariah's room and tell him, or maybe not.
Middle of the night. I'm sure he would appreciate it.
I think he would get very angry. There's a reason he wanted a one-man room.
All right. The next day, you get up, and you're now all feeling okay.
Hooray!
Cash will walk to... Yeah, she'll just go out here and she will meet Azorius. Apparently.
Yes, because Zurich would have got up rather he went to bed before all of you, so.
How's the head? Both of you.
Better since I didn't drink last night.
Oh, for sure.
Well, nothing but this. He fills up his closest cup with some crate water. And I might stick to this for a while.
Cash
Greetings,
will...
Zacharias.
Morning.
had a smoke.
He's just tired. He doesn't
none of
seem to
our
be a
business.
morning person.
Cash will go away from the barkeep and make sure she can talk to her colleagues without the barkeep hearing.
You can talk in Elven, or you can talk in Draconic.
That wouldn't sound suspicious at all.
Well, Elven wouldn't sound suspicious. It's common language. I mean, how many of us know Elven? Have a look. Zacharias?
I don't.
Zacharias knows Elven.
So we've got Cash, me, and Zacharias who know Elven.
Can make a mix of Elven, Abyssal, and Infernal and Draconic.
Like our own custom language.
Yep.
Cass doesn't know most of the language you just mentioned.
Let me talk to you in Necril.
Freak everyone out by making creepy devil sounds.
She doesn't comprehend
Horrible
language.
screeching.
Well, Cash will, knowing that at least Sorius knows Elvin, she will tell Sorius in Elvin that she tried to get into the cellar last night, but the lock is very, very well crafted. I think I almost got it, but I made too much noise and I was afraid he was going to hear me.
I noticed the locks upstairs seemed rather difficult to pick, or maybe it was just because I was drunk at the time. Can't remember. I'm a blur.
Do you think you have a good chance of beating the lock? Or do we need to steal the key?
What would Cash think you would be able to do it?
She might be. It's not impossible.
What's your modifier?
It's +9.
And with the...
Let's say +9,
Is that with the Masterwork tools?
No.
Okay.
plus 11. If I was with her, I'd give an extra +3 in total. +14 in total.
The DC is probably 25.
That's my guess, though it could be higher.
How much does the Thieves tool work? Well, I'll give,
The
but it's
thieves
an old,
Thieves tools give you +2.
but it's an old one.
Old one?
Yeah, that's what Manikai said the day I got it. It's the one we got in the prison.
Yeah, Masterwork.
Yeah.
Still-
Did I beat it with a +2? I didn't count the +2.
Well, it's too late now.
Damn you.
You should remember to include the +2.
Yeah.
You're always going to be using those thieves tools, so you might as well just add it in on the skills thing under
Yeah,
like a.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
as a misc bonus or whatever, equipment bonus. Well, that's unfortunate.
I should possibly
Yeah.
pick up foot tools. I kind of don't use it that often.
But-
You get a penalty if you don't have any tools.
I have tools, I just don't have masterwork ones.
Well, it would be kind of nice to get into that cellar. Well, I mean, we can probably steal the key from the guy. If you have enough sleight of hand, and stealth, and thievery and stuff.
You should +10 to sleight of hand.
Which the average DC, if I remember, is like 20, so it's like 50-50.
Risky. Quite risky. Well, Zacharias will turn to Azurius. We have some work to do.
Now I can think, explain the work.
We have some papers to write,
Oh, yes.
if you take my meeting.
Well, paper's very much like those on the ship.
Yes, exactly.
Azurius pulls out his like quills and various things he uses for painting crafting. Different thing.
We should probably do this in our room.
Possibly. I'm just checking my equipment.
As to, spill ink on the fine barkeep's tables.
Of course, though I'm sure with a combination of our unique abilities, just splashing a tiny bit of magic. Very, very tiny, just a very tiny bit. We could easily fix it, but I see your point.
It's rude to casting magic in a man's establishment willy nilly. It's bad form.
I guess. What should everyone else be doing while we're dealing with art?
Are you still talking in Elven?
No, that last sentence was definitely in common. You know, I'm referring to just everyone here. I guess Cash will be joining us for like so there's at least to give us the like bonus for the fact she knows what document's like, so she can describe it,
Yeah.
and we can copy it from that. So what's Marcus and Pyro
I'm not
do?
sure.
Mm.
I'm completely out of ideas.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Kat looks at Asurius and says in Elven, maybe you should help me try and open that lock necklace tonight.
I still have my tools. I don't see a reason why not. Of course, being said back in Elven.
Guess not. That's a date then.
I guess it will be. Yeah, Azusa's has got a bit of a smile. You can't quite tell if it's because he's enjoying talking to you guys, or for the fact he's just glad he doesn't have a hangover. Possibly both.
Cass is gonna join so she can tell how that thing looks like. Document. Paper. Whatever.
Yes.
And it's quite a significant bonus we get. Do you know what it is, Jonas?
No.
As it says here, to forge a document on which handwriting is not specific to a person, you only need to see a similar document before, you gain a +8 bonus to the check.
Of course, you won't roll it now.
We won't roll it now, but the point is, you know, we go through all the things we did while we created it, so we have all the bonuses set that would appear. So we have, I think Zacharias is the better. I think it's based on int.
+9.
Okay, so you've got +9. I'll guidance us both, so that's an extra +1 on each of our rolls.
Yep.
I would have aided another you.
Yep.
We both get +8 due to cash.
Yep.
Which already means basically all my stuff I auto pass and giving you a +2, but yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
we should be set on getting a pretty decent forgery with this.
Yeah, just taking 10 would give us a very good forgery.
Let's just work it out. You've got +9, +1 from guidance, +2 from.
12.
We get 30 with +2.
Yeah, we're at 30 if we take 10.
Which is pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. And they need to make a perception check?
Nope, they have to make a linguistics against our linguistics.
I think we're fine with take 10, honestly.
I mean, they get if they used to reading this document, they get a +2 bonus.
Mm-hmm.
If the document requires a signature, we also need to make sure we have some clue about that, or we'll lose half our bonus for the +8. But it's we'll have a lot of bonus.
Yeah.
Already on.
If we take 10, we have 30. It's like if it's Havelin himself, or the head cleric, or maybe the wizard takes a look at it.
Because here's the things that they could get bonuses or penalties for, depending on how good they are. Unknown. The type of document is unknown to the readers. They've never seen this kind of document before. They take a -2. They kind of seen this document. They take no penalty or bonus. They know it well, this kind of document, so they're used to checking these forms. They get a +2. The handwriting is a handwriting specific, and they don't notice it. They're not used to it. -2. Normal. 0. They know the handwriting really well. +2, and basically just works like that kind of thing.
Right.
The biggest one is document contradicts orders.
Yeah, what do you think? Should we take a 10 or what we risk.
Statistically, there's no difference. Well,
Yeah.
statistically, rolling would be better since the average would be 10.5.
Because basically what we're going to get is... The lowest we're going to get is a 21. The highest we're going to end up getting is a 40.
I don't think we need more than 30, honestly.
40 would be unbeatable, literally. But
I don't think we need more than 30.
I guess we don't need to push it.
Like, even with a natural 20, I would not be able to see through if we take 10 on this.
Sure, we can... You can do a take 10, and doesn't matter what I do, I'm still going to auto give you the +2.
Right. Alright, taking 10 on the documents. They're gonna be DC 30 to see through, basically.
All right, you forged some papers.
Let me just write that down, DC 30 linguistics to beat it.